you were nothing. You were just sitting on the couch with a red jacket. We didn't say a word. Who would have thought that this would end? The more we got to spend, my feelings growing. I didn't think I'd be attracted to your type, boy. The summer when we kissed, beginning of our secret love. Baby, you got me going all around you. I can't resist myself, cause I just need you here. The way you pull me in, your summer cologne's got me free. Summer cologne's got me falling to my knees. I don't need much, baby. I just need you right here next to me, yeah. You wrap your arms around me, my heart begins to stutter, my words are beating. The night that you had left me, I was so obsessed with thinking. When you confess your feelings, you asked me how I felt. I said I feel lonely without you by my side. Don't need a reason why. Baby, you got me going all around you. I can't resist myself, cause I just need you. Cause I just need you. The way you pull me, the way you pull me. Your summer cologne's got me free. Summer cologne's got me falling to my knees. I don't need much, baby. I just need you right here next to me. Summer cologne's got me free. Summer cologne's got me falling to my knees. I don't need much, baby. I just need you right here next to me, yeah.
You're a masterpiece. My clothes look real good on you. T-shirt with the rainbow stripe. And our time is a luxury. Oh, so sweet your company. Let's get each other up to speed. I can see the vista of your heels, then a silhouette up on the still. Dolly brush stroke with the canvas gel. Gotta let the paint dry. Bourbon make us feel fine. Body heat make the skin cry. Baby, babe, it's a good night when we wake up still on the bedside. Da 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 da. Pillow talks our symphony. Souls connect so physically, yeah. Da 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 da. Come to shine like laser beams. Wanna feel your energy, yeah. I'm hearing you songs. Your voice leading the choir to sing. If you don't mind me asking to be heard, my heart beats with yours. You can take me on. I'm falling deep, it won't take long. So breathe the energy with a bit of Hennessy. Newborn skies and autumn leaves. Take all the chances that we need. I've been driving too long, gets out of control. If only we knew how to close. I promise I'll hold your hand till it gets old and all the lights come to a close. Da 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 hearts are symphony, souls connect so physically, yeah. Da 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 da. Contours shine like laser beams, wanna feel your energy, yeah. Got me singing up the block like ooh la la. Got me feeling all stuck like oh na na, oh na na na. Ooh la la, be my lady, oh na na. Reading all the signs, ooh la la. I hear your lullaby, oh na na. And all these butterflies won't give up, 'cause you're the one, the one. Da 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 da. Pillows, hearts are symphony. You and I belong together, baby. Da 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 da. Contours shine like laser beams, wanna feel your energy, yeah. Got me singing up the block like ooh la la. Got me feeling all stuck like oh na. Got me singing up the block like ooh la la, like ooh la la, like oh na